Hello. I just traveled south of Boston to three different farm breweries. One of them being Treehouse's Woodstock, Connecticut location, where they have a farm and they've mostly made and sold ciders, but now they have their own brewery there, and it's been open to the public for a while. And they make a good amount of canned beers there, including IPAs. This is the Citra and Nelson version. I had the Rawaka Mochueca one at the brewery. I think it's the same base, just different hops, and it was really good. A little different from Classic Treehouse, maybe. It was very, very hazy. I'm expecting this to be very, very hazy, but it didn't have throat burn. Yeah, it seemed like their beers were a little bit sweeter, more, I don't know, rustic. Much smaller brewery. The Woodstock area is big, but they don't have any big brewing systems, unlike Charlton, which is huge. And I bet the Munson brewing system that Treehouse uses for some beers is way bigger than the one at Woodstock still. And their ciders are pretty good. I had one there in draft. I was impressed. Got a bottle. But let's go into this. Yeah, the other farm breweries I went to were Fox Farm, one of my favorite breweries of all time. All sorts of different beers, all of them fantastic. They are even more, I guess they're more Saison focused than Treehouse, but like everything they do every style, and it's all great. And then Tilted Barn, they focus mostly on IPAs, but they have their own specific style. Really dank, hazy beers at Tilted Barn. It's cool. You can go to all three of these places pretty easily. I did stay overnight at a hotel, but you could do them all in one day. So there you go. Woodstock with Citra and Nelson. They don't even put any dating on their Woodstock cans, and they haven't. They don't really post about them. I think that this weekend, being holiday weekend, they were pushing the place, telling people it's open, you can go. But there's still not many people there. So this one is not quite as hazy as the Tap Your Head, but pretty damn hazy, pretty opaque. You cannot see my finger through there. But I don't know when this was released exactly. But it looks quite fresh. I think they're small batches. This one looked like they had only a few cans left when I went there. So it's 6.8% alcohol. And it smells like very sweet purple drink berry sort of thing going on. Yeah, I had their Citra double IPA there, and that one smelled wacky. It smelled like fresh pizza dough, herbal like pizza. It was like kind of messing with my head. This one's Citra and Nelson. I feel like the Nelson's not popping as much. This one is mostly like fruity, sort of fruit punch. Citra, what do they say? They say, ripe citrus, Sauvignon Blanc, mixed tropical fruit, but I would not getting much Sauvignon Blanc, at least in the aroma. My palate and everything might be shot from having a bunch of intense IPAs in the past 24 hours. I'm getting a little bit of that Nelson spice in there. Really nice head, really nice lacing, nice and foamy. But these might harken back to really, really old Treehouse batches, like 10 years ago before I even had them. Because it's sweet, soft. Seems like maybe it's not as heavily hopped as the ones they make at Charlton. Fresh, kind of grainy. This is not huge on their yeast though. Like I'm not getting the weird kind of banana, kind of candy circus peanut, kind of like all that stuff. It's just a little more generic. I mean, it smells great. Pretty sweet. And not much bitterness. It almost like, I don't want to say it's like Sip of Sunshine, but it's kind of that kind of Citra character. But without, I don't think there's much going on this caramel, it's like sweet caramel malt here. It's just like very bright, very, very, very sweet citrus, but it's kind of like purple drink grape sort of flavor. There's a little bit of a spiciness and graininess that's bringing some bitterness in. I'm trying to see how it relates to other Treehouse beers. They say it's a Treehouse style IPA. I wonder if maybe they're using some of the yeast strains they tested out in their dataset double IPAs that I reviewed, where they made same basic base double IPA with different yeasts, because Treehouse is mostly just used their own house yeast, I guess, for bright. They use a more clean American ale yeast, but they wanted to experiment with a bunch of these other newer yeasts. They don't say anything about using a weird thiolized yeast, but this could be more of a classic British yeast. Still soft, sweet. There's a little bit of a minerally thing going on. Don't know if that's the water or water treatment. They don't say if they have like a well at the farm that they used to brew with. Yeah, I guess I like it a lot. It's just a little too sweet, but years ago maybe this would have been like a mind-blowing IPA. Like, whoa, how it looks like this and it's not bitter and unpleasant. This is a very pleasant drinking experience. No throat burn despite being so hazy. Excuse me. And I guess as you drink it more, instead of it getting more sweet and sticky and syrupy, you get more bitterness, but it doesn't take it away from all those fruits. And I really get much more berry, grape, and very sweet, like clementine type, like citrus than, like, I don't know if I'm getting tropical. Like, maybe very sweet grapefruit, maybe some pineapple. What I need to do is try one of these Woodstock IPAs next to a Treehouse Charlton IPA. See how they're different. Because this does not really have the Treehouse yeast character, I would say. But my palate might be shot. And one nostril might not be working very well. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. But just too many beers, it does end up making your palate not the best. But the Woodstock location is really cool. I did a review there. It may have been too windy. I did use this wind filter on my microphone, so maybe that'll make it so the video is actually watchable, listenable. I had the Pilsner that was really good too, and the cider in the video. So I guess I'll post that, and you can see what the grounds look like. It's really cool, and it's not that far out of the way. I think it's nicer, and it's a nicer drive going there than Charlton. And for a rating for this, it's at least a 4. I wonder if maybe this one's getting a little bit older. But whatever. Long enough review. Goodbye.